snug, isn't it? It's so uneven. I don't even care anymore. Let's see what it looks like all together. At this point, I got my bangs back. It's fine. Whatever. Good morning, everyone, and happy May the 4th. I am wearing my Star Wars scrunchies. I've got my Rogue One Rebel Star Wars tank top on. I've got my favorite Star Wars ears. I set up a couple of little things you can see over there. We have Star Wars playing in the background, currently playing episode 1. It's the battle scene coming up that I'm really excited about. And yeah, I'm just gonna basically watch Star Wars all day in the background while I'm getting other chores and things done. Typically what I do is I try to watch like 2 Star Wars movies a day, and then like May the 4th is the last day, so like basically May 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th I like watch the movies. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end up skipping a lot of parts that like either I don't find interesting or I just don't like. Just like way I can get through most of them, because I haven't seen Rise of Skywalker since like December, and I'm really looking forward to watching that again on Disney Plus. On a side note, we are drinking out of our Bantu water bottle today because I really miss Galaxy's Edge so much, and it was actually really hard for me to get into the Star Wars mood because I miss Galaxy's Edge so much. That was the last one. So good. That was the last one. Probably one of the best ones. Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone had an awesome Star Wars day like I did. I actually had a really good day. I just realized I forgot to take this down. Today is Cinco de Mayo. Something that I am starting this week, I don't know if I mentioned it yesterday, but I am starting the Blogilates 7-day ab workout. I'm definitely feeling it. I have little to no strength in my abs. I've babied my abs because I injured my back like many in high school. And ever since then, I've like not wanted to do abs because I didn't do it right. I have accepted when it comes to challenges, and I think I've mentioned this in a vlog before, when it comes to challenges that I cannot give myself the same expectation as everybody else. It's going to take a while for me to build those up, and small progress is better than no progress. Alrighty, I've showered, decided to wash my hair and give it a conditioning treatment because it felt really dry. But something I wanted to share that I did yesterday, tray dinners. I'm so glad that I put these up here, by the way. If you don't know what these are, I think I talked about this in my last vlog. These are this one's like how to build your own lean bowl and like different things you can put in it. And then this one is tray dinners, how to make tray dinner. And then smoothies, different things you can put in smoothies. I did fish, we did tilapia fish. And I put on a little bit of lemon, actually lemon and basil on mine, and on his I put red peppers and some cayenne pepper as well. And then we made our sweet potato fries instead of cubes where it has here. I made them fries wise. Oh my gosh, I forgot how much I love sweet potato fries. The only thing I have to say is making the fries just took a little bit of extra prepping time. I did yesterday during lunch cut up the fries or cut up the potatoes and then put them in a container. This is something that I want to do like once a week at least. It was so good. I didn't realize how little calories sweet potatoes have compared to like most potatoes. I mean, yes, it did take a while, and this is not something that I can do like every night, especially when I'm working, but it could be something that I can do on my days off for dinner. Guys, so I didn't film it yesterday. I should have filmed it. I took pictures of it, but I actually made, not like from scratch, but like without any like mix or anything, I made like margaritas yesterday for Jared and I. And I'll be honest, I don't handle my alcohol very well. and so I didn't put very much in it. But I ended up putting just enough, so that way I got like the tang, the zest or whatever you want to call it. And that combined with I made brown rice with chopped mixed peppers, chicken, and cheese. I put that all on a tray minus the rice, and I tray baked it and then mixed the brown rice in afterwards. And I put a variation of different spices in it, and it ended up tasting really good. Carrot margarita was lime and lemon, with like lime and lemon juice. And then mine was frozen pineapples with orange juice, and all the juice was freshly squeezed. And then we used silver tequila. But anyway, it is really nice outside, and I want to go for a run, but I don't have the energy for it. I didn't sleep well last night. I want to go for walks. It's nice outside, so I'm going to do that. And then I have an abs yoga workout that I found on YouTube that I'm going to watch. And it looks really good, because I want to continue working my abs. So that's what we're going to do right now. Is Mommy not paying attention to you? Mom's going to go for a run, or a walk, rather. Do you want to come? She's like, Mom, just feed me. Yeah. I'll feed you when I get back, okay, baby? I know, it's not now. Little update on my garden. My dill is growing. My chives are going. I actually just repotted these two. My flower is still going, just no progress much. I replanted all 3 of my watermelon. This one is outside, and then I have 2 indoors. One is still in the original plant, and the other one I repotted. And then my cilantro, where are you? There you are, is also growing. Ta-da! This is what a baby wrap is like? Yeah, she's like, help me, guys. As soon as I zipped her up, she stopped whining. Or are you just accepting your fate? I'm such a good kitty. We finally have set up our kitchen lights. Now I was thinking, I did the measurements, and in my head I was thinking that this would be long enough to be able to go from this plug up the wall here and then straight up to that. And then I planned on attaching it to that because that is screwed into the wall. But unfortunately, this is not long enough, as you can see up here. So what I've got it attached to is I have several tacks that have hooks on them, and I've strung them all up and attached them that way. And I have each one, it's only being held up by 1, 2, 3, 4 up at the top and then 2 on the side. I do want to get more just to kind of be extras in case this falls, because unlike the Christmas lights, which are being held up by the same setup basically, if these fall, I don't want the bulbs to crash or to break, mostly because the bulbs are not cheap, and also that's a bigger mess to clean up. But I basically took we had a spare plug that connects to our Alexa, and so now every light source is connected by, this was the only light that was not connected by her. So right now it's still connected to outside, so I have to say, Alexa, turn the outside lights off, and then it will go off. But the cool thing is that each one of these bulbs, oh God, it is so bright, is connected to, has a switch on, an individual switch. So I could just have the one on, like let's say it's, because these are so bright, let's say it's like evening time and I want light in the kitchen, but I don't want it to be so freaking bright, because these are also blue lights, not yellow lights. All the lights in, I think, all the lights that are in the apartment are yellow lights, yellow base lights. This is the only one that's blue light. This is also the only bulb that we have is the most energy saving as well, so pick your poison. But I really like this. I even love that they're individually set up, so I can just have like 2 on, which 2 is perfect. If I can get it to turn, there it is. 2 is perfect. I just love how everything is so lit. It's just nice. I just had to share that with you because I'm really happy with the setup. Good morning, everyone. I have been up for Like, it's 7:30 right now. I've been up since 6 something. I'm real sleepy. I don't want to do my ab workout, but I'm going to do it anyway. Hello, fuzzy kitty. No, I'm not going to take you to the bathroom. Hopefully, I will wake up. It was actually a lovely day outside and I should go for a walk. But, like, again, I am just so out of it right now. 5:30. She's meowing for the shower. She's going, meow, meow. You have nothing to complain about. You woke mommy up and then went back to sleep. Mm-mm. 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 Okay, it's time to work out. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. Ooh. So I just made I didn't make a recipe. I kind of was inspired by several recipes. I basically made, because I'm trying to get rid of the matcha protein powder that I have. I made matcha protein lemon bites, basically, chocolate covered bites. It was 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, like freshly squeezed lemon juice, a tablespoon of chia seeds, 3/4 cup of oatmeal. I ended up using a little more honey. I used 2 tablespoons of honey, and then I used a little bit of agave syrup just because it was really dry, and then 1 scoop of my protein powder. And I mixed that all together and then formed them into little balls. And then I used 1/4 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder and 1/4 cup of oil with 2 tablespoons of honey. Mixed that together, and that pretty much became the chocolate glaze. So after the balls were formed and they kind of stuck to themselves pretty well, there's 2 ways you can go about doing this. You can either put them in the fridge first and then dip them in chocolate after a little bit, or you can do what I did, is just dip them in immediately. So I had the balls and I formed them quickly, set them on the plate. That recipe also made 8 little balls. And then any drizzle that I had, or any chocolate that I had left, I just drizzled on top of them. And they actually ended up turning out really good. They were really tasty. This is what's left of my plate. The balls did stick to the bottom, which is fine. And you can see I didn't even end up using most of the chocolate. So if you want to kind of like save chocolate, I guess you could lessen the recipe for that. But they were so good. Like, I did not expect these to turn out good. Half the time whenever I make up my own recipe or do things slightly different than the recipe suggests, it doesn't turn out really well, but these were great. Yesterday, I don't know if I said this or not, I made myself orange chicken and I made Jared sesame chicken, and I wouldn't necessarily call it healthy, but I use the least amount of ingredients as possible, and I try to use healthy ingredients as much as possible. And it actually ended up tasting really good. Also, we've switched to brown rice instead of white rice because brown rice has more vitamins for you. I didn't think it was going to be filling. It was very filling. And yeah, that's it. That's all for now. So I've decided to end this vlog here. I'm actually currently filming in my little makeshift tent that I have created in my office. I don't know, I just felt like that feeling like doing something different thing kicked in again, and I decided to make a fort, and here we are. So this morning the weather was nice, and because the weather's nice, I was like, okay, well, I either have to go for a walk or I have to go for a run, and the nicer the weather, the more I should run. And then I was scrolling through scrolling through Instagram, getting ready, and something came up about running. I believe it was 2 miles, 2.24, I believe it was, miles, for a poor young gentleman who was innocently killed while running. I believe it was today is his birthday, right, Kiki? I believe today was his birthday. And so we're like running for him, basically. It was, needless to say, an emotional experience in more ways than one, because I haven't run in a while. ran in a while. I can't even tell you the last time I ran. And then also, I couldn't tell you last time I ran more than a mile, let alone more than 2 miles. And so in that sense, it was a lot. It was perfect weather though. It was a beautiful day. But like I came home and I think it was mostly the exhaustion, but like I just came home, sat down, and I was like, yes, I did it. And I was getting ready to post it. And it just made me sad because I was picturing, me just like going out for a run, as you do, carefree, looking both ways before you cross the street, being mindful of the people around you, but I got to come home and he didn't. And before I continue talking about that thought, and crying again, it's just something for you to think about. Like, don't be quick to judge, and just love first, and forgive, and yeah, I think just love needs to be spread more around nowadays. So anyway, I took a bath for my poor legs. My legs were already sore from my workouts the day before, and I've just been trying to count my blessings but not feel sad and depressed, like not dwell on that sadness, like dwell on how blessed I am, how happy I am to be alive, and not taking that for granted. I hope that is encouraging and not depressing, because it's not supposed to be depressing, but that's something that I did. I'm glad that I did it, had a nice healthy breakfast, so I'm feeling very proud of myself, and I'm not going to dwell on the negative, dwell on the positive. So I hope you guys are all having a wonderful weekend, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!